Hello, it is Monday and it's a new weekly reading vlog. And happy December. Happy December. I'm wearing a jingly top to celebrate. It's the 1st of December. I'm very excited. All the presents are now underneath our Christmas tree and around because there's too many to fit actually under. And I'm very excited. I'm always festive, but like I feel like as soon as December 1st hits, I properly start getting into Christmas mood. I wrote the Christmas cards out and I'm just very excited. Yay. But I started my first book for December and managed to finish it. So I read Kilman Creek by Rachel Caine. This was a 5-star. So this is the second book in the Stillhouse Lake series. And it's been so long since I read the first book, but I remember everything that happened in it because that book has just really stuck with me. And I remember not being sure if I would like it because obviously the Rachel Caine I had read before reading Stillhouse Lake was the Morganville Vampires. Very different vibes. But I loved Stillhouse Lake. And then obviously I have now read book 2 in the series and it was even better. Like I don't know where the series is going to go after what has happened in book 2, but I think there's like 5 or 6 books in the series and I am intrigued to see where it goes. I really want to try and get to the next book soon. Is it on my TBR? No. However, if I have calculated things correctly, I might be able to mood read a little bit this month. So I might see if I can read book 3 this month. I don't think I'll be able to binge the rest of the series, but I think what I'm going to do, because this week and next week, I have full reign over what I read, because the third week, I'm doing my Patreon reading vlog, which is Wintry Reads. And then the week after that is the week of Christmas. So I'll be reading my Christmas books. So, and then the week after that is like the not quite full week where I just read whatever I want, because it's the end of the year. So I think I'm gonna see how much of my TBR I can get through in these 2 weeks, because I don't have a huge amount on my TBR outside of the 2 weeks where I've got like specific books I've got to read. So I'm starting Warrior Princess Assassin tomorrow. Maybe finishing it tomorrow, we'll see. I don't know if I'll manage to. It's I think 4 hours on audio, which I might be able to. I don't know. And then I've got A Million to One. I've got Tales of the Celestial Kingdom, which is short stories, and then I've got one of those Marvel What If books. That's 4 books. Potentially I could get that read. No, I couldn't get that read all this week because Ash is here this weekend, but potentially I could get at least half of those read. If I can get all of Warrior Princess Assassin read tomorrow, and then maybe all of What If on Wednesday, and then maybe Tales of the Celestial Kingdom on Thursday. Although, again, don't know if that will be possible because I'm in the office Thursday this week because we're leaving the office at like 11:30 to go for our Christmas lunch, and then we go to a pub afterwards for a Christmas quiz and drinks and stuff. And then by the time I get home, I'll just be waiting for Ash. So I don't know. We shall see. But I'm very much looking forward to being able to possibly just have a week of reading whatever I want. I'm quite excited about that. The only problem is, what do I pick up? Although I do have 2 Ali Hazelwoods I haven't read. I've got First, which is the Kickstarter, and I've got the audiobook and the ebooks now. I'm just waiting for my paperbacks, but I don't want to wait for my paperbacks to read it because I've got ebook and audiobook. And then I've got Bound, which I haven't actually purchased yet, on Audible. It's an Audible only one because it's on the sale, but usually audiobooks are $7.99 if you're an Audible like Plus member. You can buy an audiobook for $7.99 or 1 credit. I don't want to spend a credit on it because it's not a full-length book, I don't think. Let me see. Because, and also I don't know if it's on Spotify. Because I think Tales of the Celestial Kingdom is on Spotify. I could be talking rubbish right now. Tales of the Celestial Kingdom is on Spotify. Amazing. And it's 4.5 hours. So that's pretty handy. I do have... I am going to be reading Good Spirits on there as well. I do have some leftover hours because I had to purchase 10 hours a while back. So yeah. But Tales of the Celestial Kingdom is on Spotify, which is good. I'll figure it out. To be fair, actually, sorry, I'm still talking about this. Tales of the Celestial Kingdom, I could actually potentially get read on Thursday, because if it's 4.5 hours, that's like less than 2 hours. That's like an hour and 45 minutes on 3 speed. It takes me an hour to get to work. And then I could just listen while I'm working for the last 45 minutes. We'll see. I might be able to get my TBR done this week. We're going to certainly try and we'll see. Anyway, I'm still talking. Why am I still talking? I've been talking for 7 minutes. I am going to go and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hello. It is Tuesday. So I read all of Warrior Princess Assassin today by Brigid Kemmerer. This was a 5-star. Not only was this a 5-star, this was all 10s on Corpole. Like, I genuinely cannot find anything I didn't like about this book. Like, what? What? I am actually shook. I mean, I don't think I've ever given Brigid Kemmerer less than a 5-star, but I wasn't expecting it to be that high on Corpole. Like, this is possibly my last favourite book of the year. I don't... Looking at what's left on my TBR for this month, I genuinely don't see anything beating this. I'm actually shook. This was so good. And also, Polly. I knew it was Polly going into it. Like, I knew. But there's knowing and then there's reading. Also, the spice. Top tier spice. And I don't usually say that about non-sapphic books. Top tier spice. Very good spice. Wasn't even full spice. This was so good. I genuinely am in shock. I'm going to need the second book immediately. I'm really sad that it doesn't exist yet. But 5-star, absolutely loved it. Perfect. Just perfect. So yeah, I feel like I've reached my peak for the reading month. Nothing's going to compare to this now. Shouldn't have read this so early in the month. Well, now I need to figure out what I'm going to read next, because I don't know now. Because I feel like nothing can compare to this now. I think I might read Not Another Love Song tomorrow, because that's an easy, quick contemporary romance, and it also was a Reylo fanfic, so... But I don't think it's going to compete with this. Like, I've read Julie Soto's writing, and I love her contemporary romance. But I don't think it's going to beat Brigid Kemmerer's romantasy. Adult romantasy. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to get ready for bed, FaceTime Ash, and then go to sleep. And deal with more reading tomorrow. Hello, it is Wednesday. I have had a very good reading day today. So I wasn't in the office today. I've already mentioned that I'm in the office Thursday this week, so I'm in the office tomorrow. Today was one of those days where I could listen to an audiobook while working. So I listened to all of Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. This was a 5-star. I absolutely love this. I can very much see the Reylo. I'm pretty sure this is the one that was the Reylo fanfic. Yes, it's a fanfic called Food of Love, which was a Reylo fanfic. Yeah, so this was a 5-star. Absolutely loved it. No notes. It was great. It was great. Literally the moment she meets Alex, I was like, that's Adam Driver. Yeah. And then I managed to get Tales of the Celestial Kingdom read. Obviously not the biggest achievement because it was an hour and a half on audio on 3-speed. But this was a 4-star. I had a great time with it. I appreciate that. So there's an author's note and it tells you where in the like Daughter of the Moon Goddess timeline you can read things. So it says about how the 3 stories in Dusk are reimaginings of the original legend that inspired the books. So kind of a prequel, and you don't have to have read the duology. The first 2 tales in Twilight take place, I think, during Daughter of the Moon Goddess. The remaining stories, including those in Dawn, would ideally be read after Heart of the Sun Warrior as they contain major spoilers. So I really enjoyed that. But yeah, it was such a good book, and there's some like stunning artwork in as well, which I am going to go and have a look through because obviously I listened to the audiobook and I was doing cross stitch whilst listening. Speaking of cross stitch, I finally finished the Christmas present one, which means I'm back on my Critical Role cross stitch, which I've missed doing because it's just so like I can do a whole chunk of it in one colour and not have to think. Like the way I've done it, I've done like the arch and then the column, which means everything in between those bits is one colour. I don't have to keep looking back at the pattern. It's great. But yeah, this was a 4-star. Really enjoyed it. It's very much one of those things where it's a short story collection. Like the last one in particular was beautiful, everything perfect about it. I loved it so much and it was everything I wanted. But the rest of them were just nice to have, but I don't think were necessary, but it was still nice to have them and I'm very glad I read them. Whereas the last one I think was very important. So I'm glad I've read them. Finally finished the Celestial Kingdom series, and yeah, I'm very happy that I've now finished this. So yeah, that's another 2 books off of my TBR for the month. So I've still got A Million to One, What If Wanda Maximoff and Peter Parker Were Siblings, and then Isle in the Silver Sea that aren't part of either of my themed vlogs. 3 books. Isle of the Silver Sea I'm starting on Monday, finishing on Sunday, which means I've only got 2 books to read in the next week and a half. I think I've got that. I think I'm mood reading a little bit this month, which I'm very happy about because I don't usually show hauled things. I've got Witchlight. I will say I did get the e-arc of this on NetGalley and I completely forgot I had got it. But I do also have the audiobook, so I think I'm going to squeeze this in. But then I'm like, do I reread Witch Shadow beforehand? Do I hold off and reread Witch Shadow? I don't know. Decisions. I do kind of... I am kind of thinking like, wait, should you read the oldest book on your NetGalley instead? But I kind of don't want to. I kind of think I might make that a goal for next year, because I didn't do that goal this year. And at this point it's not happening, because I've got one of my goals for this year was where is it? Fully catch up on pre-2025 NetGalley arcs. I have 9. That's not happening. It might be 8 actually. I can't remember when one of the books come out. I'm pretty sure it was last year, not this year. It must have been. Yeah, it was. It's either 9 or 10. Either way, it's not feasible for this year for me to do that. So that's going to be a goal next year, and I'm going to do it next year because I would like to fully catch up on my NetGalley. So yeah, but I am very happy because honestly, the thought of being able to read, like, mood read a little bit is filling me with joy. But yeah, I think I'm kind of tempted to reread Witch Shadow first because it has been a while since I read Witch Shadow, because I read it when it literally, I think it was release week I read it, so it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3. I can't remember when it came out. So I think maybe I might make that. It's gonna hurt me to leave Witchlight until next year, but I think I need to reread Witch Shadow. So I think I'm gonna make a point of getting Witch Shadow and Witchlight on my January TBR so I can binge the end of the series. And then I don't know what I'm going to mood read once I've finished my TBR. We'll see. But I have been talking for far too long. I'm now going to go because I need to get ready for bed, FaceTime Ash, and then get to sleep because I have got an early start tomorrow because I'm in the office, plus a long day because work lunch. So I don't know if I'll catch up with you tomorrow because Ash is going to be getting here later than usual because her work shift is later. So she's going to be getting here later. And honestly, once she gets here, we're going to bed because it's going to be way too late and we've both got work on the Friday. Luckily, we've both got work later on the Friday, but we've both got work on Friday. So you're probably not going to get an update tomorrow unless I update you when I get home from my work thing before Ash gets here, but that depends on if I read anything, because if I don't read anything there's no point. I'm babbling. I'm going to catch up with you whenever. Hello, it is Saturday. It is our 3rd year anniversary.
First year
engaged.
First year engaged.
We have had such an us day. We earlier watched the new Critical Role episode whilst both doing our own crafts. I did cross stitch, she was doing knitting. It was great. And then we have just got home from having a buffet for dinner.
We went for a meal. It was delicious.
It was world buffet as well. So it wasn't just like Chinese or Indian. It was like Chinese, Indian, British, Japanese. Like there was all sorts there. It was great. It was a really nice buffet. Would go again. But reading updates, because I didn't read on Thursday.
I definitely didn't read on Thursday.
Because I went to, that's the point, I don't think I've updated you, which means I need to update you. Work Christmas lunch thing was great. The pub quiz afterwards, our team won best name, which was You'll Be Sorry. I can't take credit, unfortunately. And then we came joint second for like the quiz itself. But we lost the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker was just to find out who got what prize. So it was either Lindt chocolate or a bag of Celebrations. And we lost the tiebreaker, which meant we got the Celebrations. And I'm not going to lie, I'm glad we lost the tiebreaker because I'm not a Lindt chocolate fan. So I was quite happy with the Celebrations. So yeah. But yeah, and then Friday, like yesterday, we met up with Chloe and Meg.
It was really nice to see them.
We did not vlog. I forgot to vlog, but we did get a picture. I'm going to put it here just to prove We did meet up with them for dinner, but we went to, it was really funny. We had this Italian place in Covent Garden booked. We got there and it was closed.
Like, door locked.
Computer was on though.
Computer was on. There was a couple of lights on. No one was there.
So then we had to, on a Friday evening in London, find somewhere. Luckily, there was a Pizza Express around the corner, and we got a table basically straight away.
Food was good.
Food was very good. Service wasn't that good, but the food was good. We got the salted caramel espresso martinis, which was so good.
Delicious.
They didn't have the dough balls in blankets, which me and Chloe and I think Meg as well were very disappointed in. But that was fine. I still got dough balls.
I got the cheesy truffle dough balls.
Yeah, you and Meg got those.
Which were very cheesy.
Me and Chloe just got the classic dough balls, and we didn't have to pay for them because we used the rewards app. So that was pretty good. And then me and Meg had the cannelloni, and then you and Chloe both had a pizza, didn't you? So it was very good. But during the day yesterday while I was working, I started What If Wanda Maximoff and Peter Parker Were Siblings. And I only read like 87 pages, but I'm really enjoying this. And it's really funny because I obviously read the Mark Spector, What If Mark Spector was host to Moon Knight? No, was host to Venom.
Sorry.
Yeah, host to Venom. I read that one last year, and that's actually technically book 3 in the series. This is book 2. So I'm reading them backwards. It's funny because I actually do have book 1 and 4, but they don't link. If you've seen the show What If, the individual episodes in series 1 don't link that much. So it's kind of like that. I feel at some point they're going to start linking like the TV show did. But
are they all from different authors?
They're all from different authors. So
they may not link.
Well, they are kind of, because this isn't a spoiler. America is basically the Watcher, so she can see all of them. So she is the link for all of them. She can see into all the different universes over all the different timelines. It's very cool. But yeah, so in this one, the twins, so we don't know where her twin brother is, but she gets rescued and adopted by Peter Parker's parents. And they get raised as siblings, and they are the most adorable siblings. I love them as siblings, and I'm like, I wish this had happened in the show, in the films rather. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. But yeah, this one's Shauna Maguire. The Mark Spector Venom one is Mike Chen, I think. I can't remember who wrote the Loki one, and the Kitty Pryde one, the new one, is Rebecca someone. I can't remember the authors, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. But I don't know whether I want to wrap up the vlog now, or I might wrap it up tomorrow once I've read this. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog tomorrow once I have finished this, but I am very much enjoying this. So yes. But we are now gonna go drink some wine because it's our anniversary, and why not? Wine not? I'm keeping that in.
Are you keeping that in as well? Are you keeping my big sigh in?
I'm just saying, she knew what she was getting into when, 1, she started dating me, and 2, when she proposed.
Like, I love you. But it doesn't mean that I love your jokes.
Look, my parents have been married over 40 years. And my mum has that same reaction to my dad's jokes.
Yep.
Anyway, we're going to watch something on TV and drink wine and relax for the rest of the evening. So, yeah. Hello, it is Sunday. Unfortunately, Ash has gone home. She is currently driving home. But I thought I would come in and wrap up this vlog. I did finish What If Wanda Maximoff and Peter Parker Were Siblings, and this was a 5-star. I absolutely loved this. Oh my god, was not expecting what happened, and I'm so sad that it's over because I want more of this one, and I'm hoping these books do end up connecting because I want a resolution properly. but it was so good. It was a 5-star. So good. I'm so happy I've read this. And this crosses off another book from my Little Inklings planner challenges. So this, I know it was for my, on the A to Z, it was for X, because there's obviously an X in Maximoff. So I now only have one more book on that one. I think that was I've completed the 2025 fully booked reading challenge now. I've completed the on the cover reading challenge. I've completed the reading rainbow. I don't think I'm completing the genre because I'm not reading poetry, but I have read the read through the ages, and I don't think I'm gonna complete the around the world either, but that's fine. I've got one more to complete my 25 books in 2025, which is the same book I need to complete the A to Z, and I'm actually starting that book tomorrow. So that's gonna be a win. And yeah, I think that's it on the challenges. I've literally just got to read 1,000,000 to 1, and then I've completed all the ones I can complete. Nice. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, and this was a success, although it's really funny. I can't remember if I said yesterday, this is actually book 2, and I've read book 3, book 2, and then I also have book 1 and 4. So I feel like the next one I'm going to read is the Loki one, which is book 1. But yeah, very happy I read this. I am now going to go. I'm going to wrap this vlog up. I don't know what my hair's doing today. It's one of those days where I've just had it up in a bun. But I'm going to wrap this vlog up now because I need to edit it, ready for it to go up tomorrow. I hope you have enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.